So, sorry, with this idea, this is tier list of Spiral Knight's Discord servers, which includes guild servers that I'm in, like that I've been invited to at some point in my life, or I've just joined randomly. But there's a few Discords in Spiral Knights. You might not know some of these, you might recognize some of these. There's a couple of popular ones, but we'll go through the list and discuss. I've lost buckets of Tailhelm. You a bop. I'm a big bop. Okay, the first one is the Arcade. The Arcade is the main Spiral Knights Discord server for all things Spiral Knights related. I think it's open to everybody. It's kind of like a... they don't really do anything crazy, but they're a good spot. D tier, let's go. I have heard that there's a few people banned from the Arcade that maybe are questionable that they shouldn't have been banned. I don't know. But I like the fact that there's a central place for all Spiral Knights players to join. And I think this is advertised on the Steam. I think whoever set this up is probably really good. I will say, like, let's actually, you know what, let's go crazy. I can show you my my Discord. Maybe this is not a great idea, but I'll be gone for 2 months. Any repercussions surely won't come back to me. It's a really well set up Discord. Like, look at this. Like, they did a really good job setting it up. You got a lot of customization and things like that. So I'm a fan. I like it. I think they did a good job setting it up. Is it the most interesting place to visit? It's kind of the thing where there's too many people and it doesn't really do anything niche. So if you're like, if you don't know where to go, I feel like it's good. But if you know, like, there's nothing really special about it. High B, low A, I kind of agree. I think high B. It's a very solid, it's a standard guild like, not a guild Discord. It's just a solid Discord. If you're not in it, you probably should join it if you're into the Spiral Knights. You know, if you play the game a lot, you might find something good there. They update you if there's, you know, events and things like that. But, you know, not lines and Insta-D. Tefaro, you're a real one. Okay. Next one, this one is definitely one that people don't know about, is the Fortune Knights RP, which I'm not a part of. So I'm not going to pull up my Discord for this, but I'm not actually part of it. But this is a role-playing Spiral Knights. Back in the day, Spiral Knights forums, there used to be a very, very active part of the Spiral Knights forums, which did role-playing. And it's not like role-playing... I don't know what you're thinking when you think of role-playing, but it's like... it's basically people who are creatively inspired, who write and want to tell a story. I don't know where it is. I don't know what folder it is in. I'm just gonna skip it. But basically, that's basically what it's for. So if you want to roleplay like as a Spiral Knights character and write a story, it's kind of solid. It's a very niche channel. It does a decent job. I did join it. It was a bit slow. I don't actually think it's very active. I haven't joined it for a while. I joined it a long time ago, like maybe like 6 months plus. I don't know if it's active right now, but when I did join it, it was very inactive. So I'll go see. It's good for its purpose. I don't know if there's much else to it. Aaron, does it time for a one-stroke attack? C because NFT. Fax, no printer. A seems cool and interesting. I mean, if you're into it, it's great. I'm just not really into it right now. Maybe C. I'm going C. Haven Discord. Now, Haven Discord is fucking goated. I think Haven is an S+. Like, Haven has Night Launcher. It gives you updates about Night Launcher. It gives you... it's kind of the... don't look at us, game masters. Don't pay attention to us. We're not doing anything suspicious over here. We're a totally legitimate server. And we'll, you know, we're for the community. I think, like, if you're into Spiral Knights, like hardcore into Spiral Knights, I think you should join the Haven. I think it's very good. There's 2 servers, Cosmos Backpack as well, that I think you should join. And Haven is one of them. It has updates for the Night Launcher. It's about coding. Like, they did, like, links to recordings for coding, SK modding, things like that. It's very interesting. If you're like more into the depth of Spiral Knights, I think it's great. They cover the important things, flash sales, Cyber Monday, that type of stuff. It's good. I think it's a solid S. It's also run by Lucas. I don't actually know Lucas personally, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, I have mad respect for him, so it's cool. Haven is an A, it would be S, but it has Beto Knight. I don't know who Beto Knight is. I don't know the drama there. I'm not going to get into it. I actually don't know anything about it, but S for me. Cosmos Backpack, also S. They have a bot. They're like the merchant trading Discord. Very solid. A lot of information. They have like everything. Want to buy, want to sell. If you don't know prices, if you don't know anything, you can look up anything that you want. You know, like Verdant / Sarong. You can see whoever's traders are Verdant / Sarong. Absolutely nobody. All right, I guess I'm crazy. I'm sorry. Verdant something, surely. Here we go. Verdant Dust Bunny play. Like, it's the place to go for trading. I feel like back in the day, it used to be the Spiral Knights forums. They used to be the bazaar. This is still a solid place to get items. Nowadays, if you're not looking on the Cosmos Discord server, I think you're doing yourself a disservice because most people are advertising there. I think it's good. I would put it behind the Haven because Haven has Night Launcher and Night Launcher is goated. But Cosmos Backpack, S. Energy thing. They've got a lot on there. Esco drama tier list when there's not. I mean, there's drama in their Spiral Knights, but I don't think it's worth me doing a tier list on that. Or is this schizo not perfect? I don't know. I would put it low S. Also, this music is kind of too quiet. I mean, I feel like you guys can't really hear it at all. Okay, Lions Den Discord. I mean, I really do want to. Okay, I'm gonna give my objective view about it. All right, my more reasonable. If it was a subjective, obviously S plus, top tier. There's nothing better than the Lions Den Discord. It's got details about our guild. It's got details about the stream. It's got everything that you want in it. Not really. It's much more community based. It doesn't do much in terms of, at least currently, more recently, there's not too many events. There's not too much going on. Activity is somewhat okay. It's like easy to follow. There's not too many messages to miss out on. Like you're not like muting too many channels, but it's decent. I think Nadia, I agree with you. I think it's an A. I mean, it feels bad putting it above the arcade. Like it probably shouldn't go above A, but it serves a niche. It serves the guild. It serves the stream. I think it does a good job. There's not too much craziness. It's not like amazing, but it's solid. I'd put it in A or like above the arcade in B. I'm gonna go A because there is a bit of personal bias coming through and I just can't avoid that. I'm so sorry. I'm a human being. But I'm going low A. If there's anything else in A, I think it should go above it. I return Yui. Hello. Cosmo's A. She's memorable. True Patriot Nidus. What are we rating? We're rating Discord servers. Low A at least. Yeah. Hidden Scavengers. Hidden Scavengers, if you don't know, is Professor Delta's guild. I'm in the guild as a guest. They have a very strong community. I think it doesn't hold quite the same values as we do at Lions Den, but it does have different values and it has a good community based around those values. I think it does a really good job. Like one of the things that they do, I'm not going to show this, but they do have like daily check-ins with the members, which I think is a really cool idea. So basically people say what happened in their day and like, you know, update the rest of the guild about that, which gives it a very, very strong communal vibe. I think it's really good. D for Delta, it's what he'd want. I feel like he would shoot me if I did that. I'm going to go B, high B. That's cool. We could do that. We definitely could do that. I don't hate the idea, but there are some stipulations with that I don't know if I want to really do it as well. But I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's a strong community. I think it's good. I do think that it serves a place in the community, and I think that there's value in that. Speedrunning server, I'm sorry, it's a D. I love the speedrunning community. It's been a shit show. To be fair, if you're in the speed... One, okay, there's a couple of issues. One, very, very not publicized. It's... If you look up speedrunning like Spiral Knights, there is no thing that leads you into the Discord. I don't know how I found it. I honestly don't remember how I found it. I swear like a random fucking link got sent to me or something that I stumbled across it. I had no idea that it existed. It is not shared anywhere. I don't know. There's very few members in it. There's not that many people in it. I don't know where it's shared. It exists. Who's in it? I don't know. I've shared it myself within the Lions Den Discord because like it's something that is relevant to me. I don't know where else it is. So that's one issue. Another issue, there has been some drama around the speedrunning community. I think there was a lot of like pretty questionable messages that were being sent. I'm not a fan. I don't like how things were handled that well. I you know, that might get me in trouble, but I just don't like, I don't think it was handled that well. I don't think the moderation on that server is that great. I think it's one of those things where speedrunning is a competitive part of Spiral Knights. Any competitive scene tends to have a lot of toxicity, and it definitely has a part of that. I think that there's some members that are a bit questionable. I don't think it's great. I think in terms of Discord servers, it does a pretty poor job. I'm not a fan of its current state. I think it has potential. I think it could be a solid B tier or like an A tier. But I think where it's at and the history that it's been through, not great. I'm not a fan. Moving on, the furnace. The furnace, I don't know how I found it. Sorry, I'm the only channel that I pay attention to right now is SK videos because obviously I self-promo like a fucking motherfucker. I'm so sorry. But the furnace is great. Ran by Top Platinum. I do like Top Platinum. I don't know what is going on really, but there's a lot to it. I think it's for a guild. I actually don't know where this server came from. This server is to create a hub for people that run FSC for a living. There you go. So it's for people who run Firestorm Citadel, and it has different roles. It has like Vanaduke running roles. It has like open party if you want to do Shadowlairs, things like that. For example, when I came back to the game and I played Shadowlairs and I needed help with them, Carb joined me, I think from a post from that. So I think it's actually pretty good. I feel like it does something that the arcade doesn't, and I feel like it's something that the arcade should do. I think it addresses the more like, realistically, if you're playing Spiral Knights, what are you playing Spiral Knights to do? You're either doing arcade, you're either doing Shadowlairs, or you're doing Vanna runs, and that's what you need help with. And I think that the furnace addresses that need a lot better than the arcade does. I don't know if it's that active. I haven't been paying attention too much to it, to be fair, but I think it's decent. See you later, mate. Are you leaving Salamander, or are you just upset with my ratings? I can't tell, because you said need better standards, and now I'm like, But if you're leaving, I hope you have a good, gotta go. Okay, no worries. Have a good one, Salamander. Thanks for hanging out. There will be a VOD of this later, so if you want to catch the rest of the tier list, there will be that uploaded to my VOD channel. But have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good one. But yeah, I'm thinking... Honestly, I think it does a really good job. I think it's arcade, but better and less known. But that's my initial impressions. I gotta say, with all of these... Sorry, I need to hide my run 100, by the way. I don't know why I still have that. I will say with all of these, like, I don't know that much. I'm not really involved with any of the servers. Maybe the Spiral Knights one, definitely Lion Den's one, because obviously that's my server. I'm not too involved with the rest of them. A little bit with Haven server, because I did help out somewhat. Not really help out, but I was in the... Like, I gotta gush more about the Haven server. They did... training sessions on coding in Spiral Knights and like Blender and modding and things like that. Like, if you need information about Spiral Knights, these guys have it. I think they're such a great source. I think that they do such an amazing job. And I did attend one of the sessions, and I have a YouTube link to one of their sessions as well. So I'm, you know, technically kind of part of it, but not really. That's like me really talking out of my ass. I don't know how I ended up on that point. Sorry. Furnace. I just don't know enough about it. I'm gonna go high B. I think I'm happy with high B. Okay, this one. I don't remember the name of this one. What is this? The Arena. Arena is kind of goated. it is a bit confusing. I don't know if I fully understand it myself, but it's got a very fun idea. The concept is different like missions or things to target that give you different roles in the server. And it's basically achievements additional to the game. So things like shock 4 night NPCs, have 5 Trojan statues intact in the last arena from Death 27. It's just random stuff. Kill the collector only by using battle sprite abilities. Things like this. Get every single shiny size material. It's just cool things. If you're like playing the game, you really enjoy the game, but you don't know what to do, I think this is a great server to like hunt the achievements on and climb the ranks essentially. I think it's a really solid idea. Under advertised, underused. I don't know if it's active right now. I'm assuming it is, but it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty great. I think it's a really nice idea. I think it's fun. So you submit achievement ideas, you have suggestions, things like that. Damn, I wish knew of the arena. Well, now you do. This is honestly, this is kind of part of why I'm doing this server tier list, because I think there's some great servers that are very underknown about. But yeah, there's the arena here. So I think it's a really cool idea. I think the way that it's been executed is decent. Maybe not the best way to be executed, but I think it's a pretty solid job. It's pretty much as you expect for a Discord thing. Like you just post images and it's, you know, then you're done. Send me a link to the arena. You know what? Fuck it. I'll send a link to everybody. Let me share this. I don't think I can share it. It doesn't let me invite people. Invite people. No, I can. Okay. Here's a link to the server. If you want to join the server, there's the link. I think it's really good. I think it's pretty cool. Naughtiness, I don't know what you're going to do about it because you're banned from the game, so I don't know how you're going to participate in anyway, but it's cool. I think it's top of A. I think it's really good. Next one. Now we're entering into some of the other guilds that I've joined their servers. I'm not really part of. This one is Vega. I've heard some drama around Vega. I don't really know too much about the drama, so if I'm, you know, spreading something that's too bad, I'm sorry for that. I generally don't know that much about it. What I know about Vega is it was at least, I don't know so much anymore, but it still is a pretty active guild. They do some cool things where they help out new players, and I think they do a really, really good job of helping out new players. Part of that is they have a thing where you can redeem like orbs. So if you're a new player and you're like waiting on the Hall of Heroes and you need like 1 4-star orb, for example, you just submit like, hey, I'm at this level. You show a screenshot of the floor that you're at, that you're stuck on, and you're like, I need a 4-star orb. Can you help me out? And they will send you an orb for free, donated by veterans and above in the guild. I think it's a really, really nice guild if you're a new player to the game and you need help like leveling up and you don't want to grind too much in the game. Because as we all know, Spiral Knight's grind is pretty intense. I think it does a really good service. I haven't heard too much about it recently, and for that reason, it's probably going to drop a little bit in the ranks. Like I'll put it below us in Lion's Den just because I don't know much about it, and I have heard some drama. Like they might be a bit strict on some stuff, but I think the concept is great. I'm a little sus. But I used to, when I first came back to the game, like 2022, 2023, I would recommend new players to go to Vega all the time because I knew that they would help out the new players a lot. And I think that's a really great service. I think that a big issue with the game is like starting the game as a fresh player because it's just such a wall to like cross. Okay, next one. I don't know if you guys know about this, Thetya. Thetya is a project, I believe, from people from the Haven, which is essentially a Spiral Knight server that is community ran. So if the game ever does go down and Greyhaven stops supporting the game, Thetya is essentially using old code to recreate the game and will be able to continue playing the game, but through Project Thetya. Basically, separated from Greyhavens, but a replica of the game using old stuff. Let me see development, see if they got photos. So here you go, like this is like a recreation. I don't know how much I really want to show about it because I don't want it to get shut down. I'm sure since it exists as a public Discord, like probably the GMs do know about it, but I don't know. That's the Poison Alchema. I think it's cool. I don't think it can get released until Graven's actually shuts down Spiral Knights. I'm not sure about that, but I think they're kind of waiting for like legality to basically drop. Once legality is out of the way, then they can run a community-based server, and I think that would be great because I think that they can do community-run improvements to the game and that type of thing, and I think we might actually have some interesting things happening to the game files. So we'll see. Don't worry, I can be patient. They're not waiting for legality. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know what's happening. I guess maybe they're just going. You probably know more about it, Spaghetti. I really don't know too much, but it's a very interesting thing. I think you should check it out. It's not official. I'm sure that there's concerns with it. There's probably some concerns around it. I'm going to put it bottom of B just because it's like, it's not official. There might be some soft stuff. I don't really want to recommend it too much as like a, content creator, but if you want to check it out, check it out. Have a think for yourself. If you think there's value in it, there's value in it. If you don't, you don't. That's fair. Now, we move on. The Snipe Garden. Second chance for you, perhaps. Perhaps Naughty. This one, I really don't know much about. Snipe Garden, from what I understand, it's for artists in Spiral Knights. So if you do Spiral Knights art, it's a lot of the art in Spiral Knights. I don't know too much about it. One of my concerns with it, this is like really, guys, I'm really sharing some drama around Spiral Knights. I'm pretty sure Haddon had a big part in this. I might be wrong. My opinion of Haddon is not great. It just generally has been pretty negative in my interactions and publicly from what I've seen. I think he's removed himself from the Discord, so he's no longer like a moderator or anything like that. So I might be wrong about this. So maybe the current people are all great. I would recommend checking it out. If you're an artist in Spiral Knights, I would recommend checking it out. For myself, I'm not that interested. It's cool. I think it's great that it exists. I probably won't get too involved. But I think, for me, I'm going to put it even below Thetya. I think bottom of B. I don't know so much about it. Check it out if you want to. That's about it. I didn't link Thetya, did I? Did I link Thetya? I didn't link Thetya. Okay, let me link these servers. I'm gonna invite. Let me link. No, the art server. Did I? Oh, I did invite Thetya. Okay, I did send a link for Thetya. Never mind. There's the art server. C tier art server. Hadn't tried to make it lol. Okay, see, I thought so. Oh, I like Haddon. He has a little British accent. It's cute. I have issues with Haddon. What's the bottom of A tier? Can you link that one? Bottom of A tier. That's Vega. I won't link that one. The Spiral Knights, the guild hall is open. If you want to join the Vega Discord, you can join it through the guild hall console. But I'm not going to share it myself. That's a guild Discord. It really shouldn't. Like, I don't know if they're really open to the public, so I won't do it. I can't go to the guild hall. I'm not going to share it myself. So it's either you find it through another means or something else. But because it's a guild one, I'm not going to share it myself. Lucky last, we have Wishy. Wishy is a good guild, from what I know. I like the people, all of the people in it. Points, shout out Points, bless up. Points came from Wishy initially. There's Carbon, there's Rexy Sexy. There's good people on my friends list that I have pretty good ties with people in Wishy. It's kind of the things where, as far as guilds go, there's a couple of avenues that you can go when you make a guild. I think you can go like a very selective group of people where you don't really let people in unless you know them super well and you feel comfortable with them, because it turns out a lot of people are kind of assholes. So you don't really want to let everybody in if you want like a great place. And I think Wishy is a little bit like that. They're very much like if you're a friend, we'll invite you. If you're not a friend, you don't you know, like we want to get to know you first before we invite you to the guild. So it's a little bit selective in that sense. I think they're good people. I like the community that they've got there. I think it's pretty solid. Do they do much for the community? Not too much. I think they're pretty insular. I don't think they do crazy amount. They don't really have events. I would probably put it... What was this? This is the furnace. It's either like above or behind Hidden Scavengers. I might go... This is a little controversial. So Hidden Scavengers, they're a little bit more not PC. So that's a fair warning. But I think they have a really strong community around that culture. Like I think that they've got a really strong community. I think Wishy has a good core and good people. I think they're a great guild. I think that they're solid people. But I don't feel like their sense of community is as strong as Hidden Scavengers. And so I'll put it behind that. This is a little bit entering into the realm of like rating guilds. And this is really like, mind you, I don't have that much information. I don't know that much about Wishy, to be fair. Like I'm kind of talking a little bit out of my ass. Like all of the guild stuff, like if you're not a part of the actual guild, you might not know that much. This is really just my impression. So don't take it to heart. But my impression is that they're great people. I really like them. They don't have as strong a sense of community as Hidden Scavengers, which I value more. I think a strong sense of community is what makes a guild. So I'll put it behind Hidden Scavengers. I don't think that they do a crap ton for the community. I think individual members of Wishy do a lot for the Spiral Knights community, but as a guild themselves, I don't think a lot. So I'm putting them middle of B. And yeah, that's it. That's all the guilds. Is there anything that you... not all the guilds. That's all of the Spiral Knights Discord servers that I'm a part of or know of. If you have any differences or, you know, changes in opinion, let me know. I'm curious as to what you think. But that's pretty much where I would put them. If there's other servers that you know about and I don't know about, let me know, because I'd be curious. I'm very curious about Spiral Knight servers. I think I'm aware of all of the Spiral Knight servers that exist now at this point, but coming into the game, there was definitely a lot that I was like, what is this server? Is it even advertised? Does it even exist? I don't know. I generally don't know. So I think it's cool to review them. Anyway, that's it.